Would you go through the trash to find money? We were sitting outside of a small convenience type store that had like a little fast food restaurant in it. I think it was a Rally's. I think it was a Rally's. And there was a man that came up on foot. He was obviously looked like he was, I don't want to say a street person, but he looked like he was going from place to place to place. And he opened the top of this trash container, set it aside on the ground, and started rummaging through the contents of the garbage to pull out pop bottles and soda pop bottles in the, we call it pop. In the place where we live, our deposit return on the carbonated drinks is 10 cents. So he picked a few of those out of the garbage, put everything back in neatly, and went on his way. And I thought that was interesting to me how resourceful this guy was, because if he could only find 10 pop bottles and turn those in for money, he could buy a hot, juicy burger. In our part of the country, you can get two patties of meat and one slice of cheese and a bun and ketchup, mustard, pickle, and some places have onion for 99 cents. So if he could just find 10 bottles and have a couple pennies left over for tax, he could get a hot, juicy hamburger. And times are not really terribly bad right now. So it's interesting to me how resourceful we could get if we needed to. So wouldn't it be better to decide that you could take the outgrown rollerblades or the field hockey sticks or the baseball bats or things that are no longer in use, maybe a snowmobile, trying to think. I've mentioned all these things, most of them before. Wouldn't it be good to go through your items and turn that into money now and turn that into food now, while you can do it easily without distress? So if this man in decent times can go through the trash, all people had to do was walk in the store and hand that pop bottle over, and they would get 10 cents for it. But instead they threw it in the trash right there because they didn't want to walk 5 steps further to get their return deposit on it. So it's amazing to me that you can find pop bottles in the trash. So do a little brainstorming. Be resourceful now. Be better to be resourceful now while there's not a time of any crisis or any great need. But don't freak out and don't panic. Just cash in what you can cash in. If you've got something you can. I'm not telling people to go withdraw their life savings. You have to be inspired to make your own choices. Obviously, I want you to make your own choices. I'm not trying to impress my ideas upon you. Just be resourceful. Thank you.